It's Tuesday the 9th, and I'm crossing it off as we go along. So Tuesday the 9th, this is moving day, so we've only got, 3 days really. They'll be here early in the morning on Friday. The weather is terrible. It would be beautiful and lovely if we didn't have to deal with it, but I think in the night we got up to about 8 inches of snow out there now, and the temperatures are going to stay freezing for the next, till after the weekend, so we've got to deal with it. There are things we still need to do, like get up to the allotment again, because we couldn't get into one of the sheds. We need to be able to saw off the lock on that and empty that shed. There's some plants we want from up there, but everything's frozen solid, so I've had to contact the
phytosanitation guy.
Yeah, again, just to say, is it worth him even coming out, because to be able to bring plants here and wash all the soil off them is going to be nigh on impossible now, because everything's so frozen, and travel's really difficult. We took the cats to the vets yesterday, so they've got their certificates. That's a big step forward. They got checked over by the vet, and they're both fine. They got all their certificates. It was a big chunk of paperwork.
It's a lot of paperwork for 2 little cats, yeah.
And they even said, don't take the staple out, don't touch it, it's all signed, and that's as it's expected to go with them. So they're good to go. We've had a little look at the inside of the car and how to fit the cat carriers in and the best way around that. We were going to buy a dog crate to put them in so they had more space, because we've got to deal with getting in and out of the car while they're in it. So if you have them loose in the car, you've got the problem if they get out. But and we don't want to leave them in their little cat carriers for the entire journey, because they're going to be in there for a day and a half or a day and a night travelling on the ferry. So we want them to be comfortable and happy. One of them has already been sick in the night last night, because obviously stress and what's going on and being taken to the vets and back again, so she's obviously not very happy. They've both gone very, very quiet, actually. What else has happened? Anything? The list.
Completed the list
of boxes. Hurrah, the boxes are done. That has been a heck of a slog to do that, day after day after day, unpacking and packing boxes. And when we woke up this morning, it's quite late now, but I was awake at 6, made a cup of tea, and then realised that we'd put in the list last night for the removal company, and there's
2 items or 2 boxes
two
we
boxes,
forgot to put on.
Yeah, because we haven't emptied the kitchen out yet, kitchen cupboard. So of course there's things there, bread makers and crock pots and big electrical things that can all go into boxes and go with the removal company rather than us take it. There's no point us having it. So I've made up a couple more boxes and checked that they fit in. So that's now a completed list yet again.
412 lines now. It's it's 412 lines times 2, 1 for English, 1 for French, 1 in euros, 1 in pounds. But it's all done. It's been submitted. Just wait and see what happens now.
Yeah. So they'll check it through and see whether there's anything that they're not happy with. But you can only do so much. So at least that bit is done, because that has been a real chore to do that.
That's been a struggle.
The other thing we've been doing this morning, which is why time's got away from us, is we've done a supermarket shop. So trying to translate everything and organised that. But of course we got to the end. We'd already done one list and thought it was saved, then couldn't find it this morning, so we've redone a whole new shopping list with a local supermarket over there, but not that local to us. It's got to come away. So we sorted out the second list and then found the first one, so that was a bit of an aggravation. And then when we wanted to submit it, they don't go as far ahead in time as we want. We want a delivery next week. So that's not available yet, and then we don't think actually they come out as far as
They
us
don't deliver as
anyway.
far as us, but we could do a pickup and just turn up and they put it in the boot of the
because
car.
we're supposed to be isolating for a week, so, and we're not allowed to take food with us when we travel. So, to get on the ferry and travel across, you're not allowed to take any fresh produce. We're not even sure if we're allowed to take cans and dried goods. They just don't want anything to do with plants or food. It's a real problem. So if you've then got to go into isolation for a week, we're supposed to quarantine for a week on the other side and then have tests again. You've got to pick up food somewhere along the line, and we thought the easy route would be to have a delivery, but now we can't do that. And we found out that the little shop in the village is closed, so we can't rely on that either. So we've got to go to a bigger supermarket further away. So that's been a bit of a bind.
Yeah.
I think that's about it for today.
Yeah, got an easy day. There's a bit of paperwork to do.
Yeah, I've got paperwork for organising my business to finish off that.
A bit of a video editing to do, and that's about it for today, isn't it?
So there isn't a whole lot to do. As I say, we've got to try and get to the allotment at some point and keep an eye on the weather, see whether we can get there. We had trouble when we went up earlier in the week because it was so wet there. We slid off the little
Road.
unmade road, so it is literally just a mud track, and it was so wet we slid off, and then it got buried down, and we had to find stuff to go into the wheels, and that was a real problem getting the car out, because it's a big heavy car. But we managed. Now it's frozen hard and solid. That's great. We won't have any problem with traction. But if there's 8 inches of snow here at further east where our allotment is, it's going to be even deeper. So we've already heard that somebody has attempted it and ended up sliding off. So yeah, that's another problem for us to try and resolve.
And here comes the snow again.
Yeah, it's just started again. So, yes, problems with the weather, actually, is what we're trying to contend with at the moment. I don't think there's anything else to report on, really.
No,
That's about
I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
We'll do another one tomorrow and see what happens
we've
today.
Progressed at all. Yeah, I've messaged the plant guy again. And, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.